Geller gals, listen, I'm here today to celebrate. You know what's coming. We've all been waiting for it. It's summer. So the key to looking refreshed though with your makeup and looking like a little sun-kissed during the summer is like really for me more natural because I don't want to look like a heavy face of makeup all over. So it's got to be flattering. It's got to work with you in the hotter months. So I'm going to give you some tips, some great hacks today that are some of my favorite summer-friendly products too, because that's important. You want to know what you can use in the extreme heat. So let's start off. I've already done moisturizer. I put my SPF on. I'm gonna go with how I do my makeup in the summer. I'm gonna start off with my Bronze Original Spackle, which is the Skin Perfecting Primer. I have to tell you guys, sometimes I will even use this just as a tint. I don't even always put makeup over it because I get a little bit of color with it. My skin feels refreshed. It just has all these great for you ingredients inside and it resurfaces my skin. So I could leave it like that, but one of my favorite products for the summer is Quench-n-Tint because it's sheer and it's lightweight. Yeah, you can build it a little bit, but you'll never get that feeling of like heavy foundation, which is so important. So I'm using for my skin tone, just so you know, light medium. And I love, love, love this. It's so hydrating. It's like a hybrid of skincare and makeup all together. So you really have this gorgeous lightweight feel all over your skin. And you don't need a lot of it, okay? So just remember that. And I also like to liven up my face, just so everybody knows, bronzer. And by the way, bronzer even in the fall and winter, but in the summer especially, because now that I'm protecting my skin and not going out in the sun, I still need that bronze look. So I'm really gonna put this bronzer on. This is my Italian Marble bronzer stick, and I'm using the color D'Oro. This you can use all over your face, or in some cases what I'll do is I'll use it to create dimension, like under my cheekbone, along my jowls, right? I even use a little bit down the sides of my nose, a little across the forehead, the perimeter of the face, more or less. And you can use your fingers because they blend beautifully, especially when you're using it on top of like Quench-n-Tint or on top of Spackle. But you can also use like a brush that's like a foundation brush with stiffer bristles, and it blends everything in. So now what I feel like I have is like this bronze sort of summery feel to my face. So just wanted to show you that. Now, I can't do anything until I fill in my brows. This is my Bravo Brow. It's a powdered pencil called Bravo Brow. And what I'm doing is I'm really just filling in my own brow, right? Short little strokes at a time. If you don't have hair over here, please make sure that you fill in there a little bit. And I brush upward, and I always like to give the hack about working on top of your brow, not underneath, just on top. And if you don't have hair at the end, which I call the tail, you can always build it out. Don't come down like McDonald's arches, please. So then you turn your pencil around and you brush up with the spoolie end of the brush. I mean, you can see just the difference, the shape it gives you. So very important. I always say, like, if I had to do one thing with my eye makeup, it would be my brows. This is the medium brown that I'm using in the Bravo Brow. And I love that the powder clings because they're synthetic waxes that cling to the skin, but it's not gonna melt off. None of this makeup are you gonna have to worry about walking in your car when it's so hot. You know what I'm talking about. And you feel like your makeup's coming off. That won't happen. Okay. The next thing is a Kajal eyeliner. Our Kajal eyeliners are so long wearing, and so I'm using this. It's a soft black, and I'm doing just the top, okay? I'm at the base of my lashes, and I'm going across my eye already just to get this nice sort of defined eye look. Not the bottom, because it's too rich for the bottom for me. So once you put on a Kajal, I'm telling you, you have a little wiggle room, but after that, it sets and you don't have to worry about adding liner. It's never gonna come off. It's never gonna run on you. Then it is our waterproof mascara. It's called Always There Waterproof Mascara, which is like perfect summer day. And it's volumizing, it's lengthening, it separates the lashes. You can see just as I'm putting it on, it's a beautiful, rich black. And I'm not even using a 10-time magnifier right now. It finds its way to every single lash. I do think you should do the bottoms a little bit, okay? I mean, to me, it should be balanced. The liner you can do just on top, but the bottom, you can do mascara. You should have something on the bottom. And you won't have to worry about this coming off or running in the summertime, which is super important. Now, if you wanted to, you could have added blush, but I have to tell you, when I'm running around outside, I like this bronzed effect that I get. And now, something I can't live without also, I mean, my lips are always dry. I mean, sometimes I even have to peel them. This is our Prep and Go Lip Scrub and Oil Tint Duo. So there's a beautiful little tint on one side, and then the scrub is natural sugar. You can actually literally ingest it. And you take this, you put this on, and these little sugar crystals find their way to exfoliate all the dead skin on your lip. I work above the outer portion of my lip too. You could take a Kleenex tissue or a washcloth to wipe it off. And then I take that duo, now that lip oil duo on the other side, because you get just a soft hue of color. I purposely put on this top because I knew this oil. I always think of that, like what color I want to wear based on the wardrobe I'm wearing. So this color will match my top because I didn't do matchy-matchy. I don't have anything on the lids, right? So at least I look like I'm pulled together. Okay, voila. And there you have it. A simple, really, but radiant summer look that only took a few products to achieve.